I've noticed this thing on Instagram recently where like I can't use TikTok, it melts my brain. But I see reels on Instagram and they're okay with me because it's not reel after reel. It's like a reel and then an image and then a reel.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if this is my perspective because I'm a woman, but I feel like comment sections right now fucking hate women. It's like everything I see is like a woman dancing on a boat and then the comments are whore, attention seeker, women tea. And I had assumed it would be getting better over time, that like we would maybe start liking women more. I feel like it's getting worse.
They're a more professional misogynist than ever before. The grift is taking people that just hated women into loathing.
And making them millionaires. And there's all this stuff where like people will interview a woman on the street and be like, how much does a guy have to earn
and
to
then
date
they
you?
selectively
And they
pick.
only pick those ones.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is not what most women are doing. Why do these videos keep fucking getting views?
Wow, $80,000 a year, that's not enough for you? Women are so unreasonable.
It's
Their
insane.
standards are so
They
unfair.
have this like wedding ring one that I commented on once where someone was like, you know, oh, it's got to be like 10K. And I commented, I don't even remember why, but I was like, I would not care the value of a wedding ring as long as I felt like it was personalized. You can give me a $10 wedding ring, but as long as I felt like you thought about me when you bought it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I got DM'd, men were so upset that they were like, sure you fucking do. Like so
That's
angry
not
about
true.
it.
Now, I don't know any women, but that one I saw
It just got real out of hand real fast.
Do they not think there are people that feel... That's the weird thing, is the comment is always, this is why we need racially segregated schools. And I'm like, sorry, did you not think there were unlikable black people? Did you just think it was everyone?
You just see one and you're like,
anyone.
Yeah.
It's so out of control in a way that I was like, holy shit, like I really, like I knew sexism was a thing, but now you just
it's become an internet. It's like such a moment on the
chic
internet.
now.
It's chic. I mean, there's a huge market for it because of your Andrew Tates of the world.
And that's why the videos where they're like, how much money do you have to earn, just keep getting views. Like, it's like these people are enjoying consuming content where they hate women.
I think Tate has made a really
huge impact.
His dent is weird because it's the same demographic as the 2010s grifters of a Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, a Dave Rubin, any of these guys who they coded professional and they coded themselves as intellectuals.
True.
And then now, well, I think like the Andrew Tate audience has realized, especially the younger ones, is that like, you know, while a Jordan Peterson guy has to say like, well, in fact, if you were to look at the data, and instead the Andrew Tate goes and go, I'm going to kill you with karate.
I know.
I'm going to punch you into space.
Literally, like I remember very early on in my YouTube career, I would talk about tech stuff. I remember getting this comment from someone that was like, I'm a black woman, or they're like, I'm a black girl, I'm 16 or 17 or something like that. Do you think that I would be able to do this career? When I first saw the comment, there was already a thread of replies. And one of the top replies was, unfortunately, the IQs for black people are in the lower percentiles, and for women, it's also low. So just based on the combination of that, I don't think it's a good idea. And it was like the Reddit intellectual, where it's like all of this is what you're describing is bunk and fake.
Fucking hell.
Have you heard of pair bonding?
No.
So there's this theory that the more partners a woman has, her ability to bond with the next one will weaken over time. So the more sex a woman has, the less and they're like, it's science. Pair bonding is science. Like, no, it's fucking not.
Sex is a zero-sum game. You have 200 sexes to have.
And then you can't fall in love anymore. And I just keep thinking with so many of these things, and I think this is fully Andrew Tate, is all like, there's like a woman's over 30, she's used up, you don't want her anymore, she's not malleable. All you're constantly admitting to is wanting to be able to manipulate someone.
True.
If a woman's over 30, she has the experience to know she's being treated like shit. In theory, if she's had more partners, she understands her own boundaries better. And so you're like, she's a slut, and therefore she won't love me.
And literally, it's like when people are like try and debate the age of consent, but they aren't saying, I want to date somebody under X age. What they're saying is like, I'm just playing around. I'm just throwing numbers around.
Just science.
Me personally, I would never. But peak fertility.
Yeah.
And like, okay, but why do you care about it? Why is this the fight you're having? Why are you not like if you want to sample size, pick and choose, I'm sure you could find some like women over 30 you don't like, or like that there's embarrassing footage of, or cringy stuff. It just happens to be pretty much always people the same age as whoever is criticizing them.
Yep.
It's the girls at my school, or the girls at my college, or my job, or my...
It's just the girls who didn't want to fuck me is really what I think it is.
Yeah.
Which believing that stuff means everyone.
Yeah, true.
Andrew Tate and his brother, like, they had like guides on how to like remove a woman from their network, basically like manipulate them, and by kind of making them the only person that they could get any sort of support from. And it's like so gross, but that is always you always feel that in the subtext of those like Manosphere type guys. Like somebody wrote this long post on my subreddit, and one of the things that they said, it was critical of me. And if you want to go, you can read it, you can. But they deleted their account because like no one agreed with them. And I kind of felt bad because I didn't see it for like weeks. They were like, I turned a blind eye when Jarvis and Jordan turned that blackface show into a series, or Jarvis's content.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, it's a show called Black White. It's
left this post.
You did what?
Bookmark that. And the other
you
thing,
would love it.
Oh God.
And he makes content out of people who hate women. Why would he do that with so many female fans? And I'm like, I'm making fun of them.
I got that with Andrew Tate too. I made an Andrew Tate video and people are like, why would you spread his word? I'm like, well, okay, I know that I probably have a crossover with the audience he has, to be honest. I probably have some young men. Right. And if I'm being like, don't be like this guy, that's better than just letting him get in their feet. Well, that's anyway.
The thing. It's not like, I'm not trying to say that have this holier than thou purpose or anything like that. But I do think in the entertainment landscape, it is valuable to give kind of tools for poking humorous holes in these arguments that these people are making. Yeah. Because if you can turn it into entertainment and you can figure out something to laugh at, then it can start to take the teeth away and make it seem like young men feel persecuted. I
do think we are failing young men in a number of ways, to be honest.
And the thing is, there's a sect of people who will disagree with that. And the sect of people that will say, these men have everything, the patriarchy, blah, 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 which I also understand that side of the argument. But the
entitlement is not justified. We are failing young men.
Yes.
We're failing everyone in nuanced ways.
Yeah. Like materially, like there are boys that feel uncared for by society.
Can't express their emotions. Their dads are still telling them they're girls.
Like most of them are not. When they say like, I can't get laid and that's not fair, they're not really talking about sex, because they don't have sex. They don't care. What they're talking about is success and like feeling like
acceptance,
feeling
and validity.
Attractive, and it's completely unacceptable and unreasonable. But these are not like, the incels are virgins. Like that's the point. They're not criticizing like, this thing that I love to do,
I can't do anymore.
You've just never done it.
It's so hard to talk.
You like the idea of being someone that has sex.
It's so hard to talk about because I think a lot of people, especially on the left, will like laugh at this concept because it's something that the right will cry like, we're failing our young boys. It's like that meme, that Jordan Peterson meme.
These young men.
Yeah, but the material reality is that, there are boys who are lost and they're looking for answers, and they find people who speak with a lot of authority that seem to back up their beliefs with evidence.
Yeah, they make some shit up.
But they
say it with conviction.
Yeah, they say it with conviction.
I said it very loud, so I think I'm right. And I did karate.
I think
that's all we need.
Personal experience, I was one of those guys when I was like in high school that was like, I'm just a nice guy, like girls don't like me because I'm too nice or something like that. I need to be a bad boy or something, but I didn't take it out on anyone. It was like more just like I would be depressed about myself, like within in my room. There was kind of like this like fork in the road,
I've heard many guys say that, to be honest. Like many men I know who are like, I could have gone hard down that route and it wouldn't have even been that difficult, but I just didn't hate women, so I didn't go that way.
Well, it's like
I was coin flipped.
Turns out I liked my mom.
It's like I was raised by only women in my life. It's like I was raised by my mom, and I was raised by her sister, and I was, you know, raised by my aunt, and like they were all good people. I was like, I don't think hating women is like the answer. But when I shared this in a video about the subreddit True Rate Me, which is a subreddit where incels post photos of women that they've seen on the internet or know in real life and pretend that they're them in order to insult them. Yeah. Disproportionately, I got so many DMs. People are like, I'm in high school. I'm a guy. I feel like this. I have this issue with my self-image. How do you fix it?
Yeah.
And I'm making entertainment at the end of the day. But at the same time, I am, if sharing my experience and sharing my worldview through that entertainment is offering some sort of olive branch to people.
For them to not go to Andrew Tate.
Right, but not at the expense of supporting, you know, the LGBTQ plus, like members of our community or the women in our community. It's like everybody can kind of coexist and you can coexist together. It's a weird time online. And this is one of those situations where we're like, a lot of stuff online isn't real. A lot of the like things that people get upset about and yada, yada is like not real. But I think that this is a very real thing and it shouldn't be ignored, because I was talking to a friend who has kids and they were like, I learned about Andrew Tate, Sneeko, from my kids at the dinner table.
Damn.
And I'm like,
that's scary.
Oh, that's scary. Yeah. And it's like, this is happening. Some people will go, well, what's the big idea? I mean, Andrew Tate just wants men to be confident. And it's like, that's not the whole story.
And that's the dangerous part, is he sometimes says things that are like kind of true. Yeah. And that's what, like, there was something where he was like, you know, if I go out and it rains that day, I'm not allowed to be mad at the universe because I got wet. I didn't have the foresight to bring an umbrella. And I was like, you know what? If you start with that, I can see why people are like,
Jordan
interesting
Peterson
frame
says,
of
clean
mind.
your room. Yeah.
Hey, you should
should work out and be healthy. That's things that we're all in support of.
Maybe you should improve your quality of life.
And then he's like,
trans people,
fuck bitches, get money.
Literally, it's like the whole, it's like, look at this horse. We've made this beautiful horse, and the horse is working out and eating healthy and going to sleep on time. Come in.
And then the horse beats women.
Yeah. Oh no, inside the horse. Oh fuck.
I got accused of cutting people off too much, which I certainly do, but I did an insane thing and tallied it.
You tallied it, not the comment?
Yeah, I tallied it. I got the comments on IGN, and so I tallied 5 separate episodes of this show. I cut people off the least. And it was a recurring comment, agreed she does it too much, agreed she does it too much. Alanah, I just wish you'd let someone finish a sentence. I fucking tallied it. I did it the least of all 4 of them.
I mean, they're talking about like the exchange rate, right? Like you get the exchange rate on woman coin is very low.
Yeah,
you are not allowed to.
Woman spoke too much.
Gucci girl, how you doing? How you moving, girl? Moving, girl. How's your day looking? That future girl, yeah, we on now. Take my money, go away, all you want it. Girl, too rich for me.